first thing we look at is complex number into a polar form. Our normal form is a plus bi. This is your rectangular form. We've worked with that a few times. Now they're going to ask you, convert that into, you will see the word is now polar form. Okay. Polar form can be three different ways how you write it down. First polar form, okay, this is the popular one, or let me tell you this is the one I work with. That is where you work out the radius and the angle. Your second polar form is radius cis theta. And your third one is radius cos theta plus I sine theta. If you look there, radius cos I sin theta. So this is the three ways you write it down. Okay, I will explain it to you the moment I've done the question. The next thing that we look at is they ask you to calculate the argument. The argument is only the angle. And then they're going to ask you to calculate the modulus. The modulus is the radius. Okay, let's do an example. If they give us something like z is equal to 5 plus j8. This consists out of basically 4 steps. Step 1, you draw a diagram. Step 2, you calculate the modulus or the argument. The choice is yours. Modulus is radius. 3, the argument basically. That is theta. And 4, we rewrite into the polar form. So that's the 4 basic steps that we're going to do. If we look at this, that's my constant number. That's my complex number. So this is A plus BI. But your constant number represents your X on your diagram. And this represents your Y, your complex number. So if we draw a diagram, my X is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is my X values. This is my I values or my J values. It's 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. If you do your diagram, it must look like a bow tie. So in quadrant number 1, it must look like that. So if I say 5 and 8, there it is. Go down, sorry for that, and there. So this is theta, this is my radius. Then you write there z is equal to 5 plus j8. So we must calculate theta and we must calculate radius. So we've drawn the diagram. We see it's in quadrant number 1. So our next one is our modulus. Our modulus is our radius. I think all of you know this formula. X squared plus y squared is equal to radius squared. Remember, we work with z is equal to 5 plus j8. So x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 8. So I'm going to have here 5 squared plus 8 squared is equal to radius squared. That gives me 25 plus 64 is equal to radius squared. So if we add that is 1891, I think. That gives me 25 plus 64 and 89. So radius squared is equal to 89. Radius is the square root of 89. Please do not write plus minus in front. It's a distance. Then the next thing we must calculate is the argument, your angle. Okay, the bad side there is they want that angle. We always work out of that. So if I work out of that angle, this is my opposite, this is my adjacent. Opposite of adjacent gives you always tan theta. Is equal to opposite over adjacent. My opposite, if you look carefully, remember we said it's 8. My adjacent is 5. So that is 8 over 5 If you work out your angle, theta is equal to the inverse of 8/5. If you put that into your calculators, shift and tan, 8/5, 8 divided by 5, close your bracket, equals, gives me 57.995. 57,995. Okay. So to rewrite into our polar form, we need the radius, the angle. We need the radius, or you say cis theta, or the radius cos theta plus I sin theta. I always choose the top one. So I'm going to say this is square root 89, and my answer is 57,995 degrees. The same thing. My x is basically -3. My y is -4. So step 1, if we do the diagram, x is -3, 1, 2, 3. There's my -3. Y is -4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be in triangle, it's going to be in quadrant number 3. Then we say this is theta, this is my radius, z is equal to -3, -j4. So if I do first my modulus, that means I'm working out my radius. That's going to be x squared plus y squared is equal to radius squared. My x is -3 squared plus -4 squared is equal to radius squared. That means 9 plus 16 is equal to radius squared. So radius squared is equal to 25. Radius is equal to 5. There's my first answer. Second one is our angle. Always work out of this angle. If we work out of angle, it will be opposite over adjacent. So that means -4 over -3. So tan theta is equal to -4 over -3. So theta is equal to the inverse of 4 over 3. If we put that into our calculators, I'm going to have shift and tan. Fraction 4 divided by 3, close the bracket. And I have here an angle. Theta is equal to 53,13 degrees. But now there's a problem. It's in quadrant number 3. In quadrant number 1, it's that angle. If you work in quadrant number 2, it's always 180 minus the angle of quadrant number 1. In quadrant number 3, it will be always 180 plus. Quadrant number 4, always 360 minus. So then we can say, therefore, theta is equal to 180 plus 53,13. So if we do that on our calculators, plus 53.13, and our answer is 233,13. Now, if we rewrite it into polar form, it's going to be 5, and my angle is 233,13 degrees. Next question, z is equal to -4 plus j7. So my x is -4, my y is 7. So if we do the diagram, -4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is -4, 7, positive 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means this is going to be, I hope you use a ruler and not what I do. This is radius, this is 7, this is theta, z is equal to -4 plus j7. If we calculate the modulus, that means we calculate the radius. We're going to say x squared plus y squared is equal to radius squared. So we're going to have -4 squared plus 7 squared is equal to radius squared. That gives me 16 plus 49, 50, 64. 16 plus 49, no, 65. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. 65 is equal to radius squared. Radius is equal to the square root of 65. Do not put it into a decimal, please. Leave it like that. So if we work out the angle, always tan theta is equal. If you work out of that angle, opposite over adjacent, that gives me 7 over -4. If you put shift and tan and you put into your calculator 7 divided by -4, you close your bracket, you get an answer of -60,255. Okay. Remember for me one thing, an angle can never be negative. So you're going to forget that you're not going to work with a negative. So just add me 360 to that. So you're going to say -60.255 plus 360, 299. No, I don't agree. Ladies and gentlemen, I've tried now something new and it doesn't work. According to me, and I've said it my whole life, do not work with negatives. An angle can never be negative. Let's go with that point that I've been telling myself my whole life. Then, if we have the answer, you say it's in quadrant number 2. So in quadrant number 2, we say theta is equal to 180 minus the positive angle. That's basically your reference angle. So that will be 180 minus 60.255, and my answer for my angle is 119,745. So if I rewrite this in polar form, that will be square root 65, and my angle is 119,745 degrees.